Southeast Asia has always been sold as the one region travelers can trust for perfect weather. But in 2026, that trust is being challenged in ways no one expected. Western tourists arrive expecting tropical sunshine, calm waves, and warm mornings, only to find storms forming faster than they can unpack their bags. The shift feels sudden, but the signs have been building quietly for years. Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia are at the center of a weather pattern that locals describe as different from anything we grew up with. Rains that once lasted 20 minutes now linger for hours, spreading unpredictably through the day. For decades, the region had clear seasons that rarely failed. Dry meant dry, monsoon meant monsoon. But now, the sky seems to follow its own rules, bending old calendars in half. In Thailand, even traditional markets are changing their opening hours. Vendors say there's no point preparing stalls at dawn when a sudden downpour can flood an entire walkway. Phuket, Krabi, and Koh Samui, destinations built around sunshine, are facing waves strong enough to delay ferries and cancel tours. Visitors expecting island-hopping adventures often spend days indoors waiting for skies to clear. Western travelers who dream of long beach days now wake up to thick clouds rolling across the horizon. The shift dampens not just the sand but the emotional tone of the entire trip. In Vietnam, beach towns like Da Nang, Nha Trang, and Mui Ni are seeing waves and winds that don't match the season. Even Ha Long Bay, known for gentle waters, is experiencing visibility issues that lead to last-minute cancellations. Boat operators who once predicted perfect weather now shake their heads, saying the ocean feels unpredictable. The calm familiarity tourists relied on simply isn't guaranteed anymore. Malaysia's iconic Langkawi and Penang are also experiencing rainfall patterns that reshape daily plans. Travelers looking for sunsets over the Andaman Sea watch storms drift across instead. These are not small inconveniences, they're trip-defining moments that shape how visitors remember a destination. When the weather refuses to cooperate, even luxury hotels struggle to recreate the mood travelers came for. Western visitors often plan months in advance, creating itineraries that depend heavily on outdoor exploration. But in 2026, those plans collapse faster than anyone wants to admit publicly. In Bangkok, rooftop bars and luxury lounges, famous for their sunset views, sometimes close early due to sudden winds. A city built on skyline moments is learning to adjust to a sky that moves differently. Beachfront businesses feel the impact too. Bars, massage huts, and water sports stalls see entire days of earnings vanish when a storm pushes tourists indoors. Many Western travelers describe the emotional shock of coming for sunlight but spending hours waiting in hotel lobbies. The disappointment isn't dramatic, but it's steady, a quiet erosion of the experience they expected. Even locals talk about how quickly the atmosphere shifts now. They say storms appear without the warning patterns that guided earlier generations. In Vietnam's Central Coast, cafe owners adjust menus and layouts when winds grow unexpectedly strong. They've learned to improvise because the weather forces them to. Malaysia's island resorts are rethinking how to entertain tourists when outdoor plans fall apart. Indoor cooking classes, spa experiences, and cultural workshops are taking center stage. Luxury properties everywhere are developing storm day itineraries because rain is no longer a rare inconvenience. Guests are being encouraged to explore new experiences beyond the beaches. But while hotels can adapt, travelers emotionally struggle with sudden changes. A week-long holiday feels shorter when half the days are wiped out by heavy rain. Western tourists long valued Southeast Asia for its reliability. This new unpredictability makes them second-guess their timing and destination choices. Some travelers are quietly shifting interest toward places like Dubai, Japan, or even Southern Europe during peak seasons. They're looking for destinations where weather feels less risky. Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia still hold deep charm, affordability, and cultural warmth. But they now demand more flexible planning and more realistic expectations. Even dry season months now show rainfall charts that surprise travel experts. Islands once famous for sunshine during December and January now see multiple cloudy days. Boat tour companies report seeing more hesitation before bookings. Travelers who used to confirm instantly now ask detailed questions about recent storms and wave conditions. In Thailand, beach lifeguards say the currents change quickly and unpredictably. Signs that once rarely moved now flip to caution multiple times a week. Western travelers walk along these beaches feeling the difference under their feet. The sand still shines, but the atmosphere feels less certain. In Vietnam, mountain destinations like Sapa and Dalat are also feeling the impact. Landslides and sudden fog have made scenic viewpoints more unpredictable than before. Malaysia's rain patterns are disrupting popular wildlife and nature tours. Visitors who came to see clear water and vibrant coral sometimes face murky conditions. Climate experts say ocean temperatures and wind patterns are shifting across the region. But tourists care more about the result, weather that rewrites their holiday. Even influencers who travel full-time admit 2026 feels different. Their videos capture more cloud-filled footage than ever before. Travelers who visited the region 10 years ago say the energy feels changed. They still love the culture, food, and hospitality, but the weather forces them to think differently when planning trips. Some Western tourists choose to spend more time indoors exploring urban culture. They wander malls, cafes, and museums instead of spending days by the water. Nightlife remains vibrant, especially in major cities like Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur. But stormy evenings sometimes change outdoor plans into indoor celebrations. Tourism boards are quietly adjusting their promotional strategies. Instead of promising perfect weather, they highlight experiences that thrive even during storms. Local businesses urge travelers to embrace flexibility. They say rain doesn't erase the beauty of the region, it simply changes how you experience it. But even with optimism, tourists feel the emotional weight of unpredictability. They want to know whether the weather will support the dreams they've attached to the trip. Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia are working to adapt with infrastructure upgrades. Drainage improvements, flood response systems, and more advanced forecasting tools are being rolled out. Meanwhile, travelers plan smarter too. They pack differently, book differently, and set expectations differently. In 2026, Southeast Asia is entering a new travel reality. It's still paradise, but paradise now comes with sudden storms and shifting skies. Tourists aren't abandoning the region, they're learning to move with its rhythm. And the travelers who adapt still find heart-stopping beauty waiting behind every change in the weather. But the undeniable truth remains, the weather patterns that defined Southeast Asia for decades are no longer the same. And in this new era, every trip comes with a reminder that nature shapes the experience more than ever before. Western tourists will continue coming, but with new questions, new concerns, and a new understanding of what traveling through the tropics truly means now. The region is evolving, and travelers are evolving with it. In the end, the weather doesn't erase Southeast Asia's allure. It simply adds a new chapter to a region that has always thrived through change, resilience, and unforgettable moments. Southeast Asia continues to inspire, weaving a narrative that shines through its culture, resilience, and vibrant communities adapting in the ever-changing world. As 2026 unfolds, Southeast Asia's beauty remains timeless, with each day presenting new tales of hope, unity, and transformation. As its people embrace the future, they hold fast to the traditions that define them. Ultimately, this wondrous region stands resilient, embodying the ever-evolving spirit of its diverse tapestry.